So welcome to the call, guys. This is Geek Out Friday. It is October 22nd, and I want to welcome everybody to the call. And just kind of behind the scenes, we are launching to the public our ad display network. This right here is the advertising network that we've been talking about for years, and it's finally here available for everyone. Welcome. This is the public launch, so let's get started. Now I'm using Canva instead of PowerPoint just because I like Canva better. And so I'm going to scroll down and do the next page here. Wayne, if there's any questions, just feel free to interrupt me here.
Yeah, we're good at the moment.
Okay. So let's go to page 2. Okay, so it's now live. Y'all get the first look at the ad display network. And we're going to go into it at the end of the call to kind of show you around, how to do ad codes and stuff like that, how to set up zones, how to start your first ad. So we're going to go into the software, but before that, let's talk about it. What is it? What is this for? Well, it is to help you make money on your blog. In fact, hopefully make more money than you can with AdSense or any other ad network out there. That's our long-term goal, is that we're going to replace everybody else. You still can run AdSense with the ad display network. They work really well together. In fact, we've seen whenever you put our ad codes on your site, you actually get more AdSense codes. They kind of know that they're competing against others, so they increase the number of ads they show on your site just by putting our code on your site. Okay. The other is we also sell products. We have SaaS-based products. We have training. We've got courses. We've got AppSumo products that we sell, and we do affiliate offers. Well, if I'm going to go to Google Ads, I can really waste a lot of money because sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I just go to ads, put up a budget, it starts showing, and I just run out of money real quick, and I don't get results from it. So we want to be an advertising source that is a fraction of what you would spend on Google. And finally, we want to give you the ability to start your own ad agency. Guys, if you're on the call, you probably have blogs. You probably even have RSS Master and all our tools, and we appreciate you for that, because what we're building is long-term income. This is not a shiny object, JVZoo, $37 product. This is a long-term play to make you long-term passive recurring income. That's our goal. That's what Wayne and I have been working on for the last couple of years. We do make money off our AdSense, but it's not anything that I'm going to brag about. But it does make, we do get monthly checks every once in a while from AdSense and some of the other networks that we're using. But we want to do something different. If I'm showing a page, I've spent all this time and effort to show a page, I want to get paid for it, whether it's a fraction of a penny or a fraction of a dollar. I want to get paid for every time one of my posts is shown. For you to be able to run your own ad agency. We also, if you've got some advertisers that want to come in, we want to credit you. We want to give you a affiliate commission, and basically we'll fund some of your ad budget if you bring in other advertisers. And we'll talk about this probably in the future. But the first thing we want to talk about are these 3 things. How do you make money? How do you advertise? And how do you start your own ad agency? So that's our agenda today, is kind of the introduction to how you make money, how to advertise, and be your own ad agency. So first off, how do you make money as a publisher? If you have a website, a blog, or a news site, or you're any type, you are a content publisher. So keep that in mind. If you have any space on your site that you want to put ads, you are a publisher, okay? And publishers, that's how you make money. There's only 3 steps to it. Once you become a publisher with us, you add your site, and this is Ad Display Network. I abbreviated it for us. Add your site to the ADN. Then you create ad zones. And these ad zones should match up to the ad spaces that you have on your site. They could be leaderboards, sidebar ads. They could even be video. ad placements. They can be native ad blocks. We've got a lot of different content that you can put in your ad inventory. Okay. Once you create these ad zones, and that's just 2 or 3 steps to get here, you will be given a zone code block. You take that zone code block and you put it on your site. We have talked about, this is kind of all leading up to this, is we had a Geek Out Friday session on Ad Inserter. We've had a Geek Out Friday on Zox and some of the other WordPress themes. But Ad Inserter, I showed you how to put ad code into your site. We have a training course on Zox. It is a step-by-step training course. To me, it's very exciting because this is my favorite news theme, and they have built-in ad positions that work really well. And you just insert the zone blocks in there. So if you can copy and paste, you can be a publisher. We have studied a lot of the different publisher accounts, and they're either based on unique visitors or ad impressions. Well, we don't want you to have to do any work. So we have 3 levels of publisher. And basically the difference on the publisher levels is what you get paid. Okay. Bear with me. I'm going to try to go through. I know this is a little on the techie side. We are going to be counting impressions. Okay. Impressions mean an ad is shown. If you have 10 ad blocks on a page and your visitor arrives on that page, that means if we got advertisers coming there, and let's assume that you have 10 ads that pop up on that one page, that would count as 10 impressions. We add all your sites together to get a total monthly ad impression for your count. So that's how we're tracking how popular your sites are. Now, as a publisher, you can put in as many sites as you want in as a publisher. Okay, here's the basic levels. If you have less than 1 million impressions per month for all your sites combined, you're going to start out as a basic. Okay, and we're going to base this on a 3-month rolling average. After 3 months, if you're up to an average of 1 million impressions per month, let's say you've got 10 ad blocks per page, what that really is 100,000 page views. Now let's break that down. Let's say that out of the 100,000 page views, that's 100,000 uniques. And let's say you have 10 sites. Well, that's really 10,000 visitors per site per month. So keep in mind, it's got to be per month. And if you break that down, that's comes out to about 300 visitors a day to each of your sites. That's what it kind of works out to be. Okay. Now, that may sound like a lot of impressions. We're paying for these impressions. So that's why we have a percentage in here, is we have to pay for every impression that lands on your page. Okay. So if you're in the basic level, and we have a very, very low starting cost to you getting in the basic level, okay, it's a 30-70 split. You get paid 30% of the ad revenue generated for the impressions on your site. Okay. Somebody may ask, well, why don't I get paid 100%? Well, we have to pay for these impressions, and we have to go out and find advertisers. We have to set up an infrastructure to do this. We have to give the advertisers split testability, exclusion, filtering. There's a lot of cost involved with us to deliver these ads to you. This is the basic level right here. You can be a basic publisher for $97. You add our ad code on there, and you never have to touch it. You get paid monthly for any ad shown based on this split revenue. Okay. Now, we have a premium. We set this premium up for our beta team, and because they came in on beta, they have a little bit higher split rate. Right now, Wayne and I could probably qualify for our own premium account, but it's more than 1 million impressions per month and less than 50 million. Okay. And that's based on a 3-month rolling average. So if you're going to start right here, we want to get you right here. But then that's a 50-50. We share 50% of the ad revenue generated. Now, let's talk about, and I'm not going to say Fox News, but let's say that you have significant traffic. And it may not be anybody on the call that has this type of traffic. We are going to news publishers. We're going to be spending money going to trade shows, anywhere where there is online advertising. We are going to be there in the future. You don't have to go to the trade shows with us, but we are going to do that on our part. Is we need to get some high traffic ad agencies. We're really looking for people in this category right here. We're going to pay them 80% of the ad generated, but we're looking for a Fox News as an example. We're looking for Dallas Morning News, ESPN, somebody that is going to be putting a lot of traffic to their sites. They're going to do a lot of ad impressions. Now, we're still having to pay this 50 million ad cost for us. Is going to run us about $5,000 per month is what we'll be paying just to generate 50 million impressions. So we need these guys, because when these guys come in here, we get Costco, we get Target, we get Walmart, we get all the big block advertisers to come in, because now they're going to be affordable inside of our ad network. The publishers are getting a great rate, and the advertisers are getting a good high click-through, high traffic sites. So this is what we're targeting, but we want to bring you along and bring everybody in our world of auto blogging. We want to get you up to the premium level. And hopefully someday you're going to be at the high traffic level. And you can learn from these guys what they're doing different to get 50,000 people a day visiting their site. Okay. They're news sites. We're news sites. So what's the difference? It's traffic. That's all it is. So you as an advertiser, or you as a publisher, what we tell everybody is we do all the hard work of build it, set it, and forget it. You've got to do the work of traffic, syndication. Okay. This is the tiered structure payouts. If you want to come in this level or this level, we have two choices for you. The payouts are paid 30 days after the month earned. We have a click audit that we'll be doing. So the advertiser is not paying for bots. They don't want that. They want real people looking at your site. And everybody on the call I know are real people. So this is the tiered structure. Any questions about this before I move on? I'm going to go ahead and move on then.
Oh, no, there's one. How do you differentiate from fraud views and us making multiple updates and tweaks to a page? Well, that'll be the same IP will hit it multiple times, and we'll potentially filter that.
Yeah, we're going to be filtering IPs on there. Really, our system is based on unique visitors and ad impression. Our software right now will differentiate, but we're going to tighten that up. Is the betas kind of helped us out, is, you know, as you go in a lot, fixing things on your site, you're looking at pages and all that, we're going to have duplicate ad impression count from the same unique IP address. We've got a filter in place, and probably within 2 to 3 weeks, all that's going to be filtered out. Okay, good question though. How can you advertise for a fraction of what you would spend on Google Ads? Well, like I started the call, we are all content publishers, just like you. Wayne and I have a lot of pages out there. And we did that because we want to make money as publishers, but we also want to advertise our products, our affiliate products. I've got one guy on the call here who is doing display ads for me for GiddyUp products. We're going to be bringing in GiddyUp advertisers, and they probably won't have the good ads that we have, but the advertisers that come in here should be spending a fraction of what they spend on Google Ads. And we're kind of the new kids on the block. We want to encourage you to be a publisher, but we also want to encourage you, put your CPM at a low cost, I think 10 cents or $1, make it low so that you do see ads, because there are advertisers that are going to say, I'm not going to pay over a certain amount. They just want a low cost advertising. We want to be that low cost alternative right now. As we bring in these high traffic publishers, and as we bring in more advertisers, you can start raising your rates. Our goal is for you to see a check in 30 days, but a PayPal payout. We want to send you money. And if your rates are set way high, I think we default them at 10 cents CPM. But if you go in and change the rates and nobody advertises, then you're not going to make any money. We want you to make money right off the bat. Okay. So We're the homegrown publishers, meaning if you're on the call, you probably have RSS Master, you probably have master sites, or you have booster pages. You have one of our tools, hopefully. And if you don't, we will make an opportunity for you to buy RSS Master. Okay. The big deal is can we be a fraction of what you would spend on Google Ads? Well, we don't do retargeting. Retargeting does take a lot more infrastructure, software, engineers to get the retargeting right. Plus, it follows a cookie trail. And eventually we'll get to the retargeting phase on it. But if you have a site about dog training, you want ads about dog training. You don't necessarily want an AdSense on there. There may be ads on that site for that person visiting about home theater equipment because they're being retargeted from Costco's home theater they just went to. We want to match up ads to your niche, okay? And we have cut out the middleman. Shareholders, huge salaries. Wayne and I don't have this huge salaries and mega infrastructures across the world. We have scaled this down to our cost is very low, and we want to pass that revenue on to you both as a publisher, but we want to take all this middleman cost structure out of advertisers so that you can come in and as an advertiser, hey, what I spend, I'm actually going to get. And I don't have to worry about where my ads are shown. If I have dog training, I want it on dog training sites. If I have home entertainment equipment, I want it on home entertainment sites. Our basic footprint with our MasterNet and our master sites are news and information blogs. In fact, we've come out with helpful content. We've tried to help everybody online in our platforms to understand that it's to get traffic to your site, you have to give them good quality information. That's what Google's looking for to rank these sites. And if you're syndicating, you want quality information. It's hard to compete if you're a home remodeler to go against Angie's List and some of these others that are paying mega on SEO and paid ads to be very specific location, contractor specific. But where you can beat Angie's List and Target and Lowe's and Home Depot on home remodeling is how do you fix a leaky faucet? How do you repair a clogged drain with information? So as an information publisher, that's where you can compete in SEO, is with information, how-to, guides, helpful content, okay? So as an advertiser, we're cutting out the middleman to save the advertisers money and give them direct access to information bloggers, okay? Now, the third thing we're talking about today is how can you be your own ad agency? Well, good question. I'm glad Damon asked that. Well, to be your own ad agency, you have to be a publisher and you have to be an advertiser. You have to be both, okay? And as an advertiser, you're over here. And you would be, if you came in just as an advertiser, you would have to pay to put them on any of the publisher sites. But if you have a combined publisher advertiser account that we offer, the beta teams, that's what they bought into. They have a publisher and an advertiser. Well, they can run ads on their own sites at no cost. So they put up a dog training site, they have dog training ads, they can run them straight over here. But if you're an ad agency, let's say you don't have dog training, but you have clients that have a vet. You may have a vet in here, you may have a dog groomer, you may have a dog walker, okay? So you would charge them, you could go out and get your own clients and build a publisher site for them. With our tools, you can auto blog about any niche or topic that you want, okay? And you can place their ads on your publisher sites, because you're going to be placing the ads inside your advertiser account and going internal. You're going to run internal ads over to your publisher. So you don't have to pay for any of these ads on your own sites if you have this combined publisher advertiser account. Okay. So charge your clients separately. You're going to put them in a funnel or recurring, quick, send them a QuickBooks invoice, send them a PayPal invoice. You can charge them a monthly fee, or you can charge them on a click fee. So maybe $5 per click, or you're charging them $50 a month to run 3,000 ad impressions, or whatever your fee rate is, because it's not really going to cost you anything to put it on your own publisher sites. Now, you can cross over, and let's say you don't want to go out and build a dog training site, but we've got a dog training. In fact, let's talk about yoga. We have a very good yoga site. In fact, he's on the call right now. His site may qualify as a premier just based on that one site alone. So if you have a yoga client, you may want to go, okay, I'm an advertiser. I don't want to build a yoga site, but there are some yoga sites in here that have good traffic. I want to place some ads on there. So you may pay, let's say $100 for a month, but you're going to charge your client $200 a month. And what that difference is that's called your profit. And I know everybody knows that here, but you may decide later on, hey, I'm going to build my own yoga site. Then you could run it over here for free. The $200 you charge, you would make $200 net profit versus $100 if you had to pay $100 out. Okay. Any questions about this? This is a 30,000 foot level about an ad agency. I know right now our betas, we've got a lot of betas on the call. They've seen this, not this specific flow chart, but they understand the concept here. So I want to make sure everybody understands the concept before we move further. We have a launch special. Now I'm going to go into the demo after I show you what we're talking about, so you can kind of have an idea and think in terms of, what do I want to do? What I'm telling people, and I'm already talking to some advertisers that have some decent money. This right here, you're getting in on the ground floor. We got some premiums, but we don't have the high traffic publishers. We will. We're growing it. This is what we want to use as kind of our retirement, not leaving this at all. But we have a lot of sites coming online. In fact, our goal was 50 million. We're probably not going to hit 50 million by Christmas, but we're probably going to be, I'd say, at least 20 or 30 million pages out there that are information content, very well written information content with helpful content, images, ads, and everything. And we want you to join us. That's why we're coming out with target link packages. Everything is based on content publishing. And I hope by now you see we have a direction with where we're going with everything. Okay. This is AdDisplayNetwork.com. This is Geek Out Friday special announcement launch. So let's take a look at it. This is pre-launch offer for Geek Out Fridays. Probably by November, we'll have this in a formal pricing page inside the Ad Display Network. So if you want to be a publisher, you have no desire right now to be an advertiser, and you can always come in as an advertiser later. Okay. We have a basic publisher account, and this is the setup fee. We are manually setting up the accounts, and it doesn't take a lot of time, but we do have to process it ourselves. Okay. So it's just $97. It's one-time setup fee. You have a publisher account. You're going to start out at the basic publisher split. Remember, we talked about that tiered level, and all you have to do is complete the setup information. Now, I don't even have the forms yet. I don't know what I've been doing, but I've been busy on other projects. But I may need some additional information, and I'll send it to you in an email, whether you do any of these. So if you say, Damon, that's not a big enough split for me, I want to go ahead and bump up to the premium level. Okay. Now we talked about the premium level. To qualify for the premium, you had to have the impression count. If you want to bypass that qualification and start out right here with the 50-50 split, click this one. It's $297, And that kind of, it's the 97 to set you up, and it's the 200 to bump you up, okay? So this makes us a 50-50 partner with you, okay? So this is just a publisher. You can't run ads unless you get an advertiser account. So let's talk about that. So the advertiser account, if you want an advertiser account, you want to bypass, you don't need to be a publisher. You just want an advertiser. Well, we have a $100 setup fee, okay? So just click here, we'll set up your account. We're going to pay you back that $100 if you can get up to a $100 credit to match your first ad budget deposit. Now, I didn't put in here, and I guess we're going to do it for Geek Out Friday. Geek Out Friday only, I'm going to change this. It's supposed to be get up to $100 credit to match your ad budget deposit, and then in fine print, it will say 10% of whatever you put in will be paid back to you as a credit up to 100. So that means you would actually have to put in 1,000 to get this $100 credit. But because I ran out of time, it means on this Geek Out Friday session, this $100 setup fee just sets you up. It doesn't give you any ad budget. But if you put a $100 ad budget in, once I set you up, we're going to give you a $100 credit. So that means you put in 100, you'll have $200 to spend. Okay. So that's after we set you up, we'll give you the account, and then you put in your budget. Now, if you want to start off with $10, we're not going to match that. If you put in over $100, we're going to put in $100 to up to $100 to match. Okay. Hope that makes sense. And Wayne's dropped the link in there. Okay. I know this is not some fancy sales page, guys, and hopefully you will bear with us, because we will have a fancy sales page and probably a video sales letter and everything else that we can do with John Benson's video sales letter. So what if you wanted a combined account? You wanted to be an ad agency. You want a publisher, advertiser, you want them linked together as a combined account. You want to sell your own ads, you want to place them in there and go to your own publisher site. We have a one-time fee, it's $9.97. It will make you a publisher advertiser, and it will go ahead and set you up as a 50-50 premium, okay? You're going to come in as a premium publisher, meaning if we put external ads, if some of our own Giddy Up ads or AppSumo ads or whatever we're running land on your site, whatever your rate is that you've set up, you're going to get the premium tiered level. So that's one of the benefits. The other benefit is advertiser to publisher, you don't pay anything. They're internal ads to you if you run it as internal. But you can go in as an advertiser. And as an advertiser, you'll be able to run across our entire network. Now, we are bringing in publishers that are probably not going to be on Geek Out Friday. These are going to be our high traffic, like we talked about. So you can put them on high traffic sites. We also have a ready to buy program that crosses out of our network and goes to other ones in the same kind of global advertising world. That's probably going to come on later in like December, where you can cross out of our network and advertise on other platforms. So that I'm hoping that will be up by December. Okay. And we got full training on how to, add ad codes, how to set up your advertiser, how to do ads and all that. In addition to this is we give you a tools ad server to go with it. So if you want to run HTML5 ads, dynamic ads, video ads, you need a place to host them. Okay. Now, if you've got some ad creatives on, let's say Creatopy, they have an ad server, and a lot of these banner makers have their own ad servers, but they do charge for that ad server. So we have a free ad server that you can place your banner ads and your video ads to go in as an advertiser. So that's another benefit we have with this. And of course, with a full sales page, we'd have, a lot of the features and benefits with it. But this right here, if you want to be your own ad agency, this is it. Okay. Now, in here, I also talk about ad impressions. just the same thing we went over earlier. Okay. Now, guys, this is a special offer. We don't have a money back guarantee or anything. I mean, it's not like you're spending a lot of money with us here. And I know the people online, trust us, we are building this for the long term. And if you don't see immediate short-term effect, and if 97 or 297 is going to, threaten Thanksgiving or Christmas, don't buy right now. You can buy later. I mean, this may be higher, and this definitely will be higher to go into premium. So this little premium bump right here, if we offer it, it's probably going to be $497 when we go public with this. Okay. Well, we're going public with it. I just got to get the sales page built. Advertiser count. This is going to be, you put in 1,000, you get $100 ad credit. So, if you want to combine these two together, the premium and publisher, you can. However, they're not linked together. So if you buy an advertiser and you want to run it on your publisher account, you have to pay yourself whatever your publisher is. Okay. And this one is the combined account. Okay. Any questions up to this point?
Everyone must understand it all perfectly.
Or we've got a lot of betas that
They've already got it.
Okay. So guys, let's see what you get. I'm going to go into actually the network admin, but because I'm already logged in. Okay, this is admin. So let's go into an advertiser. Okay, MasterNet's probably a good one. Okay. Now, we don't have there is no, I'm hoping by later today, there's the payment system is online. We've already done everything we needed to. We're just waiting for PayPal's final approval and click-through check on it. So this is going to be something that you'll add your ad budget, and your ad budget will show up here. Okay. So if you come in, we've got both on MasterNet, we have an advertiser and a publisher. Good. So this is publisher. This is advertiser. If you have the combined account, this is what you're going to see. Okay. Now, as a publisher, if you want to add an ad code, I'm over here to sites and zones, and we've got a whole bunch of sites in here, but I'm just going down to master site test. So I've already added this. In fact, let's do this. Let's add a new site. And I'm going to call it Bushcraft. I think Bushcraft Tips. Okay. This is going to be in the survival niche. I'm just going to, for right now, I'm just going to put it into hobbies and interests. Okay. And give it now, what you put in here can be seen by the advertisers. Bushcraft Tips. So survival, preppers, bushcraft. I'm spelling that bushcraft. Okay. I would take that off. So if an advertiser is looking for a very specific website, they're going to see this, and they're going to see this, and they'll get a link to look at your website. So you want to make sure this is all filled out right here. And this is that new widget for Jasper. I'm going to just turn that off. Okay, it goes away. Hit create site. Okay, these are all the banners you get. So you'll notice we've got banners, mobile, and this kind of shows you what each of these does on your mobile. If you want to run mobile ads, video, we have in-stream. These vast ads won't be available right now. They will come online, I would say December. We've got to get a good vast player that we can put in there for you. With us doing auto blogging, YouTube can't keep up with us as far as a bass player. YouTube has their own built-in bass player, but you have to it's kind of semi-automated setup, but it doesn't allow the mass site creation tools like us to use it. Okay, So we're going to get a VAS player that works with everybody. So skip that. These are the two that we use, and you probably have seen them in some of our ads. Is we have a video slider. It slides in. You could set how often it slides in. Does it, for that unique visitor, does it show it once or once every 24 hours? And then outstream. This is my favorite video ad placement. You can place it in your content. You can place it in a sidebar. You can place it at the top if you wanted. And as you scroll past it, it expands into a video. We are using this a lot. So if you have any video ads, don't put a 10-minute webinar in there. You want to put 30-second, 60-second videos, okay? Otherwise, you're just wasting your time on these type of videos. I think a few of mine are 3-minute videos, but they're full testimonials. So it's somebody demonstrating a product, and it takes a little bit longer to demo a product, okay? So that's we also have native. So you've seen at the bottom of these news sites where they're called recommendations. Here's our other sources, other tools, other recommendations. That's what these are. And these do get clicks, these native ad block, especially if you have link bait in there. What we always use Paige Spearneck, because we could put an image of Paige Spearneck and the title could be, what did she do today that pissed off people, or something like that. That is link bait. So a lot of advertisers are using native ad blocks with link bait or clickbait, as you may call it. Okay. You can even do exit widgets with a native ad block. You can do interstitial, where it's a cover. It's like a popover or a cover mat, as some people call it. You've got all these choices as a publisher. You can also put it on the RTB supply, ready to buy marketplace. You can do this right now if you want. So this goes out beyond our network, and this RTB is going to make you some money, and it's going to bring in some probably advertisers that we haven't even talked to yet. Okay, but let's go back to web. This is your basic. I'm just going to do a banner. Okay, you can do a sticky banner which sticks at the page, but if you just kind of look over this, you've got some different things, direct links. These are text links. So you could actually sell direct text links to your clients if you've got that combined account. Sticky banners, that's sticky down at the bottom, are full page. Okay, this is your cover map or a popover. But let's go with the basics, banner ads. Okay, we're just going to hit next, and I'm going to call it leaderboard. And I know that my advertisers, people looking to spend, they want to know, where is this going to go? So I'm going to tell them it's top of page or top leaderboard. And I'm going to say it's a 728 by 90. Here's all the ad sizes that we run. Okay, I just happen to know these by heart. And category, hobbies and interests. I can come down here and go, I know there is a survival tips. Okay, do I want to put a border on it? No. You can even put a fallback. So if you're placing this ad out there for people to buy, and if nobody shows up, if no advertiser is on your site, you may want to put a fallback ad in there where you would just paste the HTML in there. And you can even put a floor in there if you wanted, meaning if I can't make 10 cents CPM, show my ad. So this would be your ad. Okay. So if you have your own site, survival skills, you got your own affiliate products, put your affiliate product in there. Okay. So this is a way that you can, as a publisher, run your own ads until somebody outbids your own fallback. And we'll have probably a webinar in the future, or maybe a Geek Out Friday, about bidding strategies for publisher or account settings for publisher. Block pricing models, I'm going to skip that. I'm going to hit create, and there's your ad code. So we created a site, we made the ad zone, we copy that, and you can just hit copy. That is ready to go into your WordPress site, ad inserter. This is how I put these codes into ad inserter, and you'll see that inside of that training. But we also have additional training on Geek Out Friday on how to do that. Okay. Now, if you want to put keywords in there, This puts a placeholder for your data keywords, okay? If you want sub-IDs, let's say your sub-ID is a tracking ID that you're sending out to your advertiser, so your advertiser would know exactly which page it came off of. We typically, we'll skip that, but I'm going to leave keywords in there because I'm going to tag it when I take it to a notepad. I'll show you what it looks like on a notepad here. But when you get it on a notepad, you can come in here and edit this at that time. Right now, it's not editable. It's just as a placeholder, okay? And then you hit ready to go. And so you would see that. Let's see. See, we have a lot of sites in here. Let's just come up here. I'm just going to type in bushcraft. Okay. So there we go. Now, if I wanted to add more zones in here, I can even archive this site. If I don't want to use the site anymore, I can come up here. And if I wanted to archive this one, I just hit archive. Same as delete, except it just saves it in the background if you ever want to use it again, okay? If you want to copy this, this is a great way. Let's say I'm just going to copy that, and now I'm going to do a 300 250, and it's going to be a right sidebar. And copy zone and edit. I'm just going to copy zone and edit, and come down here, make it a 300 by 250. Everything else stays the same. Hit update. And now I'm ready to copy that. Okay. And that's all there is to doing your. Now, all these, if I go into a new zone again, let's go down to bushcraft. Well, I'll just go to Masternet's test and make it easier. Okay. So I can do direct links if I wanted to, and let's just take a look at a direct link. Text link. So I'm making it available. In fact, it's in medical health, and I'll just hit click. Okay. And then it's there. Click here. Now, what an advertiser is doing is they're going to say, I want to buy a direct link. Here is my link, and here's the keyword I want to use. Okay. So that's one option. I don't see using direct links right now, but let's do zone, Masternet test. Another one that you might want to use is video. This is my favorite, Outstream video. Click next, and in content, Outstream video. Okay. And again, show on every page, show every 24 hours, every 6 hours. So you can really vary this up. So if they go to multiple pages, it can show on every single page they visit in a session. Or you can show that video just one time every day. You want branding? Just take your branding off here. Call to action overlay. Yes, you want to click here, or read more, learn more. We randomly rotate them in here for you and hit create. Again, just copy your ad code if you want keywords inserted, and then hit copy. This is how easy it is to put it into a website. Back to sites and zones. Now I'm going to show you the one that's a little on the design side. You got to be a little creative. I'm just going to go new zone, Masternet test, and I'm going to go down here to native. Okay, I'm going to do a recommendation widget, which is going to be a ad position you can put inside your site. We typically put it at the bottom of the content. And I'm going to say 4x2 native. This will make sense in a second here. 4x2 native, Masternet. Okay, everything's right. Now this is where you get to custom designing. Okay, this is a powered by. This is advertising for us. If you don't want that up there, you can certainly remove it by taking off branding. Okay, text formatting. So just go up and you can remove the powered by. Okay. Now, right now, I'm going to do a 4x2. 4 columns, 2 rows. Image setting, I'm going to leave it at default of 1 by 1. Now, as you scroll over it, you can kind of see it kind of moves around, gives it a little bit of engagement with it. You can do a custom layout in here, mobile layout. We'll see what it looks like on mobile phone. Okay, so we do on mobile when it switches over, 1 column, 2 rows, but let's go ahead and put 4 of them in there. So on a mobile, there's 4 ads. Okay, now we've got a little title down below and we got the image. Mobile, you may just say text position, just leave off the text. Let's make it a full image, okay? So you can do that if you wanted to. A lot of options here. You can, if you decide on, let's go ahead and put text in here. Let's go back over here, look at the desktop. Text is going to be at the bottom. You can put it on the right if you want to do something like that. I kind of like it on the bottom. It looks like another blog post. And so that's the title. Let's put description. You can even put a branding. So some the companies that are running native ads, they may put in here their website. Okay, it's not linkable, but it would be something like Google, or it may say Academy Sports and Outdoors, or whatever their brand is. So that would be the title. That would be the description. You know, it looks like a real blog post. That's how all these news sites, these major news sites, are doing their native ad blocks. Okay, Google ads are even getting into it. Okay, and Wayne, we'll catch these questions in just a second here. Okay, now once you're done, you would come over here. I'm going to take off branding, and let's go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, I hit create. Okay, now this is the ad code that you're going to copy for your native ad blocks. Just hit copy. Note, this may take 15 minutes to change or be redirected to your site. Wayne, can you pass me a page that we have all these ads on Masterdat? I want to show some of these actually in action. Okay, so this is the publisher. Very easy to use. It really is. Set up your site, add your zones, paste the blocks into your site. Now I'm going to go in here and let's go into, let's see which one I need to go into. Well, I'll use Amazing Hamburger. I know y'all get tired of seeing Amazing Hamburger. Okay. Log into my Amazing Hamburger here. Now, this is a Zox news theme, and this is the one we talked about earlier. We got a training on how to do all this. Here's your Zox news theme. And I think I've actually removed ad inserter. So I'm going to show you 2 different sites. On Zox, I'm going to go into Appearance, Zox News Options, and they've got ad blocks in here. Not on this general setup, but homepage settings. Okay, I pasted. This tells me if you're using Feature Post 1, you can insert a 300 by 250 ad that will appear at the top right corner. Okay, so let's take a look at the top right corner. I'm using Publisher, and there you go. There's top right corner. There's a 300 by 250. Now you'll notice the advertiser. That's us. That's Giddy Up. This is a dynamic ad. These are dynamic ads, meaning they have movement. They have video in here. This is a top leaderboard. This is a drop down. And as I scroll down, see AdSense. It's playing fair right now. I keep on coming down. There's another AdSense. This used to not even show up here. In fact, I don't know what barbecue tubes, and you can tell I've been looking at Joseph A. Bank. Here's one of our ads. Now, Aquapure pesticide purifier. This probably shouldn't be showing on a hamburger ad, but especially because I know the video shows some bugs crawling around. Probably not the best one. And some of these ads we're going to kind of adjust over time. Is we're testing to see what ad sites work best. Okay, so this is another ad position here. You see AdSense is all working really well with us. And again, these are, I've never used to see these full, This is a 970 by 250, but this is Google ads. They're competing now against our other ads. Okay? Wayne, you don't even remember seeing this in the black section, did you? So here's some more ads in here. So if I click on any of these, let's look at this. Okay, we got the video at the top. Get rid of AdSense. Okay. And this is just a video site. Here's a ad at the bottom. Here's that the ad flowing in. This is actually from AdDisplayNetwork. So we got a lot of ads showing up, and they're being combined with AdSense. So it's hard to even tell which one's which at times. This is one of ours, one of ours, one of ours, AdSense. So I'm just going to go into maybe grilling tips. Let's take a, I'm trying to find one that has a best flat iron. Okay, this is a good one right here. Okay, so this is an article. I think this is an AI. Yep. Okay, so this is an article forge that we've auto-generated with RSS Masher. Get rid of AdSense. AdSense can get pretty pervasive at times. And that's why if you find that you're making more money with AdDisplayNetwork, you're making a lot less money with AdSense, cut them out. This is your business. This is your, if they're interfering with what you're doing, cut them out, or instead of letting them have free reign, just give them ad blocks to put ad positions for AdSense. Okay? And you can do that. You can do that with Ad Inserter, or you can take an ad block and put it specifically into an ad position instead of just letting them free go hog wild, as I would say here. Okay, so these are really, this is why we call this is an information site. We give them a video, we show them a lot of ads in here, but we still kind of keep it clean. Related. Okay. I'm trying to see if I've got also like, I don't have any native ads on here. So Wayne, did you pass that to me?
Yeah, you've got quite a few. Messenger.
Yeah. Oh, Facebook Messenger?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What I'm going to show you now is part of our Masher net. So this is about healthy eating strategy. I don't know why we're all so hungry now. Okay. So this is a popover. This is what you would call as a publisher, new zone, and we'll do Masher net, mobile, and it's not mobile, it's video. Okay. This is that video slider right here. And basically you just click next, type in video slider, test, give it show on every page. Maybe you want to only show that every 30 minutes to a viewer. So if the viewer comes in, visitor comes in, he looks at the first page, he'll see the slider, but he won't see that slider again until 30 minutes later. Okay. And you take branding off and hit create, and that is the script code. So the video, this video script code along with the native ad script code is slightly different than all your other ad codes. Okay, so let's take a look at it. This is a leaderboard ad. This is your video slider, and you can close it there. And as I scroll down, there's an image. Okay, this is that video outstream. See how nice it was? I just scrolled over it, and I can turn it on.
In the mail. Here it comes.
Okay, so she's showing a demo of what I guess she's growing herbs or organics or something like that. Okay, I click view more, and it takes her through to the Shark Tank convention. Okay, this is the landing page for that product, seed sheets. Really nice effect, and it opens up a second window. Okay, so come over here. I can close that if I wanted. Now this is the native ad block. Now this is actually one of our native ads. Okay, scrolling down, we got more images. We have a video in here. We got more ads. These are all supplied by AdDisplayNetwork. Now, this is our helpful content. You may not have even seen any of this. Test 10 best foods to eat. What's the best way to eat? Okay. We got some statistics, but by doing this we've been able to increase the number of ads that we have on our page by giving helpful content. I mean, we did it for Google, but we also did it for us. So we have a lot of ads showing up right here. Okay. Now this is the native ad block from AdDisplayNetwork. I actually have 2 of them in here for some reason. I have, oh, this is ours. Okay. So we got VidPenguin, you may recognize it, but we've got other images in here. So we have advertisers. We could have actually 4 different advertisers on this native ad block. And as you click on any of them, they're going to take you over to that particular sales page or landing page. Really, really nice effect. But this is that branding I was talking about. So I might have to change the font size because it's picking up the font size of the page itself. Okay. So there's one, and very easy. I'll just go in, we'll look at one more page here. Okay. So this is about DeFi. I guess that's something about crypto. Our ads, and we got a table of contents, image. Come on down, we got some more images. Here's a native ad block right here. Come on down, and we got more ads popping in here. We got our frequently asked questions with more ads. So we figure out a way to show more ad impressions than we probably should be allowed, but we're giving them good content. So the user that's coming in looking for DeFi tips, he's getting some stats, he's getting some popular asked questions with some good answers in here. And then he even has a how to build a cryptocurrency data miner. Now, this is probably not one of the best how-tos here. Normally, our how-tos are anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 words, okay? So this is very good information. What we're going after is somebody talking about a chain link. So we're going after long tail keywords for SEO, but we're also taking this link and it's being passed into booster pages. It's going to be passed into our, should I even say it, our indexer that's behind the black curtain right now.
It's not so much pushed into booster pages. It's the back end of booster pages.
Yeah,
it's the things that make the tier 2s.
Yeah, in fact, our tier 2s down here, these are all going to booster pages right here. Booster page. And then we pad these, so not all of them are going strictly to booster page. We do Newswire, we do wikis, we do Reddits, we do major like Wall Street Journal, and then we'll mix in here some of our own booster page. This one doesn't have any on that page, but this will actually take you over to a booster page. Oh, we cross over. We do, that was a sticky ad right there. Okay, so enough of that. I've shown you as a publisher, it is really easy to put your code in there, okay? And I do have ad inserter. So I can use ad inserter, and when I click on that, it shows me the spots I have available. So I can do before post, I can do topic content, which I've already got, before content. So you can kind of see these are all the ad positions I can use with ad inserter. I'll turn that off, get that back. And okay, I showed you the publisher. We're really pressed on time, so I'm gonna quickly show you the advertiser. If you want to be an advertiser, you'll have a budget up here. You have to put that in. And if you join our advertiser, I'll let you, I'll give you that link to use your PayPal and you put your ad budget in. If you put 100 in, we're going to match it with 100. Only on Geek Out Fridays, okay? And if you're already a beta, you're already in here. Okay, so this is the stats. You've got a full board, dashboard, and you can have widgets. You can custom design how you want these widgets. You can even add more, and you can make your own setup. You can have different dashboards based on how you want to look, okay? So this may be stats. You may have one about that are tables and charts. You get to decide how you want to do it. Okay. Here's the full stats. You get, as an advertiser, they want to know where their landing pages are going. Single landing pages. This is what we're spending. You can set your filters last 7 days. I mean, a lot of this is high end. This is what you would see on Google. You can do ad blocks. You can even do VR ads. Now, we don't have VR publishers yet, so keep that in mind. This is coming soon, is VR publishers, okay? Campaigns. And if you want to check out the marketplace, these are other advertisers, daily impression counts. So we've got some crypto sites with daily impression. This is how we keep track of all your daily impressions, okay? And let's go to campaigns. As an advertiser, this is how you set up campaigns. You could set up a group, and I've got some in AppSumo. These are my affiliate program with AppSumo. We've got Giddy Up ads. This is a program we have for Giddy Ups. And you can tell we run different ads because we have different ad sizes. Okay, so let's just go in and look at this. This is a 970 by 90. We got it in our Giddy Up group, and we've tagged which categories we want it to go into. And this is Bondic. This is a glue stick. So I want to go to automotive. I'm going to take it out of education. Hobbies and interests, yes. Home and garden, yes. Medical health, I don't really need it in medical health, nothing there. Pop culture, take it out of there. Science, I guess we could leave it there. Shopping, all. So it's really easy to add a category. And if you don't want all these, let's just say I want travel accessories. I may need a glue stick to glue something together, okay? So that's how you add your targets. You have your main category and then your targeted categories. You can turn them all on just by clicking that, or you can individually select them. Now, I would probably, on auto is auto parts, auto repair, maybe auto safety, scooters, roadside assistance, motorcycle, dash cam, auto tech. Okay. So I selectively chose my targets. Okay. Now, the next page is if you've got a combined account, you want to run in internal, then what you would do is click internal campaign, okay, where you're running an ad to your own publisher sites. But if you're just an advertiser, you're going to hit standard. And then the next page, you just follow all these. You're going to put your ad variations. You put multiple ad variations, and we'll do split testing based on your distribution algorithm, okay? We've got targeting. Where do you want to go? I want to just go by locations, Canada, UK, United States. That's where we can sell this product, okay? But you can also come down here and do devices, languages. Let's say I want to just do English. So I will just type in English. I only want to show them on ads that are showing English. Okay, that's how easy it is. Keep on going. You got, we talked about VRs coming soon. You can do proxies, anything in there. But let's go back up to locations, and I'm going to remove Canada and remove United States. I'll leave United Kingdom. Let's say that we want drill down as far as we can. I think it's by states. Okay, so I want to just go to Texas. I can do that. Now, somebody asked me the other day, well, can we do really localized? So it's just United States, Texas there. Devices, operating systems, close that. Right now, we don't have it. States are as tight a location as we can get as of right now, okay? But you got your ads, we've done targeting, and now you can even come in here and put pricing limits. We have complete training on how to use every one of these tabs going across, But let's say I only want to spend 50 cents. I'm using, oops, that's $50. I only want to pay $1 CPM. That means I want to do smart bidding. So I want to be, if I don't have to spend $1, if I only have to spend 10 cents to outbid the next person, it's only going to spend 10. So as an advertiser, I'm going to use the smart CPM right here. You can also look at view what the smart, I can click there and look at other. So the top CPM bid right now is a penny per 1,000 impressions. I'd be #1 position if I do $1. Okay. Daily limits, I can do all this. This is the same as what you would see in Google Ads. And then finally, I can go over here to zones. I can go target specific zones in here or block specific zones. Okay. Now, this is where I can start choosing which ads I want to be on or which ones I don't want to be on. Okay. So you can block sites, you can block URLs, you can block ad zones in there. Very easy to do. And then once you're done, I'll just come back. You would hit update and it updates everything for you. Okay. And you see I got an error code up there. So I would have to figure out what is that error code? Zones. I'm going to do target, say all. Okay. Campaigns. I think I've used this as my test. Yep. Okay. So it's real easy to do. This is real easy as an advertiser setup. Again, we have training inside of our Kajabi, our VidPenguin Productions, once you sign up here. Okay. Wayne, can I answer any questions while I'm in here? Oh, it looks like we have a lot of questions here.
Not many questions, to be fair. Walt asks, what do we need the most of, publishers or advertisers?
I think that's
Yeah.
a chicken and egg question.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're publishers and you're not signed up, sign up. Just start adding the code in there. Even if you don't have anything showing up and you got AdSense, it's going to bump up your AdSense impression count. Okay. But we have a lot of groups. We have a lot of categories in there, and some of these categories aren't covered at all. If you want to see what they are, they kind of match up to what our booster page is. And I guess we kind of just matched up, let's see, niches and categories. So these are kind of the career, it matches up a lot to this. So if you've got a site about deep sea fishing, you probably want to put it under the main category fishing. And I'll post in the show notes the actual categories and subcategories for everybody. I've got it in a PDF somewhere. I've just got to find it. So yes, we need both. We need advertisers and we need publishers. Again, you're getting in on the ground floor here, but I'm not worried about the future of this because one is Wayne and I, with the MasherNet coming online and with having our job, Wayne's job is traffic. My job is getting the advertisers in here, getting the publishers. Is anytime I talk to anybody that has their own business, I ask them, how are you advertising? And it's very easy to make a sell, or it's going to be very easy to make a sell to do ads. I've got a t-shirt guy in here who's running ads and he's made a few sales off of it. You know, it's very easy for us to place ads. We have with GiddyUp, if we bring on GiddyUp, we've got over 300, I think they said last time, they got 300 advertisers on GiddyUp that would do this for us. So we got, you know, just in our back pocket there, we got 300. I've got a lot of advertising friend relationships that we can bring on either our own affiliate ads, which I prefer to do because I make more money, or we can just bring on straight advertisers. So if you have a combined account, think in terms of this, be your own affiliate. I mean, you're going to sell your products, but go out and get your own clients, but go out and get affiliates, because you can get affiliates on JVZoo, ClickBank, Commission Junction. I mean, there's tons of online affiliates, but build up relationships and run ads for people. And that's where you're going to make your money as with that combined account. I think I answered that. What other questions, Wayne?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The others were just like, one of them was, he hasn't got Zox News, he's got Thrive. Will the ad code work? Well, obviously, yes. Basically, any top site that can understand industry standard ad code should work.
Yep.
Masher sites, by the way, yes. Perfect.
Okay. So this right here is the AdDisplayNetwork training that you're going to get. Of course, welcome, getting your first site set up. I think we even had some quizzes in there. But this is the full support documentation, okay? For publishers, general, I mean, everything that you can do is fully documented in here. We have publisher videos, how to set up ad inserter plugin, how to add sites and zones to AdDisplayNetwork, how to install your ADN in Zox News theme. In fact, I think I have Scott Bowlings on the call. This is where you're going to find it right here. How to install ADN codes to a master site. We've done all the video training, and we're going to continuously add. Anytime you have a question, we take it serious, like I said, and we make a video from it. In fact, Wayne and I have upgraded our computer so we can make videos even faster.
That's true.
So, don't be afraid to ask questions. We're going to answer them, and we may even have a course made from it. So anyway, what other questions can we look at here? Do you find having AdSense on your sites help getting approved for Google News or not? Guys, the Google News, I've talked about this many, many times on Geek Out Fridays and news. Wayne and I, Wayne does it maybe slightly different. I'm going to load up a site before I go get Google News approved. I'm going to load it up with articles. And now that we have Article Forge, I'm going to do informational articles. And then I go get Google News approved. 7 to 10 days and we're approved. I have some sites that are 2 years old that have never gotten Google News approved. And then Wayne's had some sites that are completely RSS feeds. They got ads, they got AdSense on them, and he goes out and gets Google News approved in about 3 days. So there is, if you don't get Google News approved, wait 30 days and reapply.
Yeah, I've got one site where I've hit the little tick box to say, yeah, I've reviewed the site. Can you check it again? About 3 times, and then eventually someone else looks at it and approves it.
Yep. And Google News is nice. I mean, you're going to get a little bit more traffic. It is not the only ball game in town, guys. The reason we made Minion Builders is social syndication is the best way to get free traffic, basically, into your site. That Google doesn't have any control of social syndication. So what I mean is a post in Facebook, a post in Twitter, constantly posting to your minions' social accounts. It builds these backlinks. It's one of the reasons that booster pages, we've added it in there, is you can easily socially syndicate any of your booster pages, or people can. Yeah, and Walt says Google News does get you indexed pretty fast. True. That's and FeedBurner does the same. So it's there's some advantages with Google News, but to me it's
we've yet to find the benefit for us to spend a lot of time on it.
Yeah. We just apply. If it gets approved, great. If it doesn't, we reapply. It's not our entire focus. Our focus is content, good, helpful, original, unique content, or stream it with guest posts from RSS feeds. Yep.
So, well, yeah, question here about, is everything on rssmasher.com built with RSS Masher and Article 4?
And
No, I don't think every post is, but a lot of them are. RSS Smasher's blog.
Oh, on the rssmasher.com?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to share. I know this is okay. This blog down here is, I'd say 99% of it is Article Forge. It's, in fact, you can see it's, if we're missing an image, we drop in the RSS Masher. So this October 21st, all these are Article Forge. So I've got an RSS Masher tip, and I want you to take a look at it. It's got, this is all about malware, cross, and good table of contents, frequently asked questions sets. So this is all schema. I've got Yoast SEO in here. It helps me with the schema. I got some good images in here. I have actually read through some of these, and Article Forge is really spot on nowadays. I do have Jasper, and I love Jasper, but I don't have time to write Jasper articles. In fact, I saw somebody the other day, he said he's doing 10 posts a month. And I told Wayne that, and we're doing 10 posts I hate to say it, 10 posts a minute, but they're all, AI generated articles. So I got frequently asked questions. I got some really good stats in here and questions. You wish to start a blog right away. Can automatic blogs infringe on copyrights? So yeah, there's some, good stuff. Stats, external. What auto blogging platforms do professional bloggers use? Okay, this one I actually put in myself. I actually wrote this one how-to that went in there. So if you're looking at these blogs, you're going, man, this is great information. Using WordPress auto post plugins to manage social media. Okay, so these are some auto posting plugins. I hope everybody's impressed. This is from RSS Masher. We're using Article Forge inside of RSS Masher, and we've got helpful content being imported with each of them. That's the power of what we've been building kind of behind the scenes. And I think most of y'all have seen this, but seeing it all put together, it is really incredible. In fact, I'm going to go to somebody's in the Grand Canyon. This is one of the new Zox themes that we built with Don Roberts. Notice he's got his ad codes in there. They're all flunt. And this looks like Amazing Hamburger. But you know what, guys? Nobody cares. Nobody is going in the Grand Canyon and immediately going to Amazing Hamburger. They're completely different websites. But if you go into any of these, how long to stay in the Grand Canyon? Now, Don's done something, and I want you to pay attention on this. Don's done something very nice. He has replaced the images that Article Forge is bringing across. He's gone in, spent a little bit of time on Canva and some of these stock sites, and he's got some good images. This travel blog is going to be ranking pages very quickly. So how to stay, tents, day trips, experience the Grand Canyon. Now he's come in here and he's put some links in here, and Zox highlights the links for us. Okay, best time to visit, frequently asked questions. Here's his helpful content. I mean, this is a great site. Plus, he's using Zox to pop in these ads for him. And you need to make reservations for Grand Canyon. Okay, can I drive with Grand Canyon National Park? So we got some really good questions in here. And here's a how-to: things to do in Grand Canyon's historic village. Great art. So we took a 500-word article and stretched it out to a 3,000-word article with very helpful content and a table of contents.
The table of contents in WordPress is generated with a plugin.
Yes.
That was one of the questions.
Yeah.
What's the plugin called? Do you know?
It's Easy Table of Contents.
There you go.
Yeah. And it really is easy. You install it, activate it, and so let it go to default settings. Now, the thing it does is it pulls H2s. Now, Don has decided that he's just doing H2s, but no H3s. When we do the helpful content import, we put these as H3. So the questions are coming across as H3. So if on the table of contents, if you're doing H2s and H3s, the questions would actually show up right in here. Okay. Really, really nice travel blog. If you want to see how it's done right, Don has been on the call with us, and we made a training program for this. In fact, it's in RSS Masher. I don't have the link handy, but it shows you how to make these sites. Really, really nice sites. But you can see there are a lot of ads that you can place directly into the theme options. Here is an advertisement. And you can create videos. Look at the video too. It's with the Zox News. This is one of the reasons I really like this. Is started playing.
Hey there, folks. Scottsdale Travel Chick Sidekick here to
Look at
present our
that.
visitor guide on the Grand Canyon National Park in northern Arizona.
It's a picture-in-picture, and very, very nice way to do this. Now, I don't know if we want to do baby soft feet, so we're going to be adjusting some of our ads. We don't necessarily need to be in a travel blog with, maybe feet inserts or shoe inserts, but very nice, very nice. Okay, guys, we're right past the top of the hour and a half. Any final questions that I can answer? I hope everybody has enjoyed the call today. Wayne and I really love this stuff. And Geek Out Friday special announcement launch, and you'll land right here. And if nothing else, you are a blogger, you are a publisher, just get this just to start. If you don't want to do anything else except set up some ad codes and get going with it, you put as many sites as you want. If you want to bump up your split, do this. Okay. If you want to be your own ad agency, do this. Okay. We're going to bring in advertisers. We hope you bring in advertisers as well. And we'll have a really generous affiliate program for you bringing in other advertisers and maybe even other publishers. Okay. Now, guys, if you're a part of the beta team, you got everything. You've already got this combined account. You've got a few extra bonuses that we can't even announce here. It's always good to go with bonuses. Anyway, we will talk to you on another call, and thanks again for joining us today, and we'll see you then.